G'day YouTubers, how you all going? My name's Wilfred, West Wilfred's PC World, Lakeside Cottage in Locksport, Victoria, Australia. Today's date is the 22nd of the 2nd, 2015, and it's about 4 to 5 in the afternoon. It's 24 outside, that's what the car's saying, but it's actually about 31 or 32 in the shade. Yeah, I'm testing the new mic out here. I'm just going to quickly drive up the street and then test this mic, which is hooked up to the GoPro and hooked up to my shirt at the moment. You can't see that, but it's there. And so I'm just going to go up the street and get some stuff. But the reason why I wanted to test this is because I'm sick and tired of the vibrations I'm getting from the GoPro mount. It's a single mount thing, and it annoys the crap out of me because it's like picking up every vibration there. I think it's itself the mount vibrates. No matter how well I stick it down, it seems to want to come loose and vibrate no matter how well I clean the area or whatever. So we're going to test it now. I'm going up the street and put the radio and that on. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful day. Oh.
Because these people also have speech problems, so they feel accepted, they feel comfortable, the music has an uplifting quality about it, and there's often smiles on the faces of both the stroke survivors and their carers for the first time in a long time.
Anya Tanhana is the music therapist working with the Stroke Accord Choir and sees firsthand how it benefits the members.
So a lot of it's about the pleasure of singing in a group. They've shown that that produces positive feel-good hormones and things like that. But the choir is about more than that. It's really about encouraging very active participation in the choir members. And because they have aphasia, there's obviously difficulty sometimes being able to express themselves. So I have a number of different ways that I encourage people to contribute. Sometimes we use sign language, or they might start spelling out a word, or they will have different ways of communicating. But it's a very important part of the choir that everyone feels they can contribute.
For Bronwyn Jones, watching the choir perform has had the most impact on her.
It's really quite astounding watching people and watching the audience as well. This child never...
Anyway, I'm hoping that I'm getting an anti-reflection thing for the camera, so that'll be coming soon, sometime in the next couple of weeks. And I'm getting a triple mount system, which is the cheap Chinese one, but since I'm only going to be using it in the car, I really not really worried about it as long as it holds and works. I'm also just take the time and try to find the right mounts for the car. Now, I don't want to put anything permanent on the car. So I know I've got those ones I can stick on there and there'll be a permanent setup, but I don't really want a permanent one. I can use suction cup ones. That way there I can move around how I like, you know what I mean? So now that vibration there, right, should have been, the microphone would have picked up on the camera, but I've got extended lead now and it goes straight to my shirt. It's not in the way of anything. And we've got a slow person here. We've got one brake light. Oh well. Now I haven't set the camera up properly because I didn't bring my phone with me. As I said before, I'm just doing this as a test. Hope it works. Wow. That's something else before, I think. They closed it. also testing the microphone too, how loud I have to talk, or how sensitivity it is. Okay, we're back. And we're going to put up diesels.
That's right, earlier today. The government says at last count, 345 people have been flown home, whilst the evacuation centre might have to stay open later than planned if people remain unaccounted for. The Chief Minister, Adam Giles, is assessing the damage on Elcho Island, the area hardest hit by Cyclone Lam. Major clean-up is continuing as Arnhem Land communities come to grips with the damage left by Lam. Robin Powell reports.
2 days after the cyclone tore through the top end, the extent of damage is becoming clear. 6 houses were flattened in the community of Gallowinku on Elcho Island and 10 were severely damaged. Another 80 have moderate or extensive roof damage. Authorities say power has been restored to the communities of Gapawiak and Nillankimbi. In Guinea, water supplies are back on, but people are advised to boil it before drinking. Power is expected to be restored there later tonight. Overseas now, the families of 3 British schoolgirls travelling to Syria to join Islamic State militants have begged them to return home. The London teenagers were last seen on Tuesday. More from the BBC's Daniel Stanford.
The parents of 15-year-old Shamima Begum addressed her directly. Syria is a dangerous place and we don't want you to go there, they wrote. 16-year-old Khadija Sultana's parents wrote, "We all love you dearly, and the last 4 days have been a complete nightmare." The third girl was named for the first time as 15-year-old Amira Abbaseh. The fourth unnamed friend used the same route to travel to Syria last December.
Why?
Begum's Twitter account has only one post, in which she sent a public message to Ajla Mahmoud, a Gazweji woman who travelled to Syria in 2013 and has been actively persuading other British women to follow.
More than 1,000 people, many of them Muslims, have formed a symbolic ring around a synagogue in Norway's capital, Oslo.
Oh, wow.
It was a show of solidarity after a series of attacks on the Jewish community in Europe. BBC's Malcolm Raymond reports.
Organisers had only expected a few dozen Muslims to appear, but they came in their hundreds.
For peace and across religious differences and backgrounds.
This is good. This is where
we heard in mosques came from the rabbi, Michael Melchior. He told the crowd, Allah is great, our mutual God is everywhere in the world. But most of all, He is where people build bridges and create circles.
The Russian general involved in implementing the ceasefire in eastern Ukraine says rebel forces have agreed to begin withdrawing their heavy weapons. Withdrawal was a key part of last week's peace agreement, but was delayed because of continued fighting. BBC's Paul Adams has more from Donetsk.
The Russian military representative on a committee which coordinates between Ukrainian and rebel officials announced that the withdrawal of heavy weapons can now take place. General Alexander Yentsov said leaders of both rebel republics had signed the deal and that the 2-week process, which should have started on Tuesday, would now begin.
At home, murder charges have been made by Victorian police over the death of an elderly man who was found dead in his home last month. The body of 75-year-old Raymond Parker was found by friends who went to his house at Bales, east of Melbourne, on the 13th of January. Homicide squad detectives have charged 23-year-old Dean Brooks from the outer Melbourne suburb of Officer with 1 count of murder. Brooks has been remanded in custody to appear in Melbourne Magistrates Court tomorrow. In Sydney, the Ryde City Mayor Bill Vickery has described an alleged attack on him at a polling booth for a local election yesterday as shocking. How Southland Hickory was allegedly punched in the face and fell into a garden while handing out sandwiches to volunteers at Putney Primary School. He's refused to be drawn on who punched him, but witnesses identified his attacker as an independent candidate in the election, Tag. Councillor Pickering says he's given his statement to police.
Yesterday's incident was a little shocking, but I'm okay. I want to thank all of those people that have rung and supported my family and myself. Other than a bit of, how should we say, stiffness and soreness, a little bit of swelling, a few headaches, I'm okay.
ABC News Radio
He must
Sport
have
now
said
in
something
World
or
Cup
done
cricket.
something
Sri Lanka has survived a close
to
scare
really
against
piss that person off.
Afghanistan, securing a 4-wicket win in Dunedin in New Zealand. After being sent
That's why he's not pressing charges or anything.
posted a respectable total of 232. They then went about dismissing both Sri Lankan openers for Golden Ducks, and at one stage had the favourites struggling at 4 for 51. However, Sri Lanka's middle order recovered the innings as they passed the total with 10 balls to spare. Meanwhile, in the other match today, India is batting first against South Africa at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. A short time ago, India was 2 for 183 after 35 overs. In football, round 18 of the A-League has continued with the Wellington Phoenix grabbing a late equaliser against the Newcastle Jets in their 2-2 draw. 2 first-half goals had the Jets on track to secure their 3rd win of the season, but Jason Higgs found the back of the net during injury time to ensure the home side picked up a share of the points. State of Origin stars Greg Bird and Dave Taylor are the latest Gold Coast players charged by the Queensland Crime and Corruption Commission. Titans forwards have both been served with a notice to appear in court to face drug charges and have been stood down by their club along with 3 other teammates. It comes following the Queensland Reds of Carmichael Hunt being charged with supplying cocaine earlier in the week. The Gold Coast Titans say there will be repercussions for any players found guilty of drug offences. Titans coach Neil Henry says it's too early to say if any players will be sacked.
We don't shy away from the allegations. If players are found guilty, there will be repercussions that we know about, and we're quite happy to have those repercussions at the club, and we've demonstrated that already over the last 12 months.
Australian aerial skier Danielle Scott has won her first World Cup gold medal in Moscow. Scott captured Australia's 10th medal in World Cup and World Championships events this season. The 24-year-old is second in the standings after 6 rounds. Now for our capitals for Monday, and a possible shower for you in Brisbane, 23 to 31 degrees for you. You're on 27 now. Sydney can expect a shower or 2, 21 overnight, then 27 tomorrow. It's 25 now. Canberra mostly sunny, 15 to 31 for you. You're on 27 degrees. Melbourne, thundery shower or 2, and 24 to 29 degrees. It's now 34. An afternoon shower or storm forecast for Hobart, 21 tonight, 28 tomorrow, and 28 degrees is what you have now.
Well, my name's Wilfred West from Wilfred's PC World, Lakeside Cottage and Locksport, Victoria, Australia, signing off. Thank you for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now. Yeah, it's about 26 degrees now. Oh well, you take it easy.